Hello, everybody. I know I've been away for a while. Let me explain. But first, what could that be?
Eddie!
The rescue van post was getting a bit crowded, so we started clearing a new area when we came upon something odd. A space in disrepair. Huh. It's clearly missing its cabin. They're probably out there somewhere and need a rescue. We'll do our best to find them.
Oh!
I almost forgot. We also found some raw materials while establishing a new area. Place went to good use. Aw, yeah, I love getting paid for doing nothing. Thanks, Colin. But yeah, hey everybody, Gmod here, and welcome back to some more Pikmin 4. I know, I was gone for a while. And let me explain. There's a very good reason for it, okay? Listen here, listen, look at the camera. Look at the camera. Come on, I can talk to the people. Here's my reasoning. Deltarune Chapter 5. I got a little distracted, okay? I love Deltarune. I love Deltarune, I love Undertale, I love all that stuff. And Chapter 5 kind of jump scared me, and I kind of just took a deep dive into it and did everything I could. So yeah. But anyways, we're back here. Hey everybody, Pikmin 4. Woohoo! In the last episode, we went to explore a brand new area, and we did some tunnel diving, found some treasure, and overall just had a pretty good time. Except for the fact I almost had a heart attack at the end of the day because I almost left some Pikmin behind. That was horrible, but anyways. Before we do anything, how about we go check out what's our new area over here? We got ourselves, something over here. Whose spaceship is that? Well, astute Pikmin fans may already know the answer, but, you know, it's all of ours. It's definitely all of ours. I mean, anyways, hey, Ben, how you doing? Who are you?
Yeah, honey.
Franquise? I'm gonna go with Franquise. I'm not French. I apologize if I'm butchering your name. It's such a pleasure to speak with you. I am Franquise, bounty specialist and enthusiast. Are you a plant lover too? For years, I've been working on two-way communication between plants and, well, us. I think Pikmin might be the key. I mean, that's fair because they're plant people. Kindness. That's why I love plants and Pikmin. They're kind. They listen to what you talk about and accept you, whoever you are. Who would want a friend like that? There'd be so much less sadness in this world if everyone could be a friend of Pikmin. For the good of civilization, we must propagate more Pikmin. Help me with this task for a token of my thanks. So yeah, this guy's side mission, because all these guys you rescue kind of just give you side missions, is grow a lot of Pikmin, which have no fear, we're definitely going to be doing that over the course of the game. So, we can definitely do that. Also, not gonna say too much, but I think it's kind of funny. I was talking about Deltarune Chapter 5 earlier, and like flower people that he's talking about. I'm not gonna say any more than that, but kind of funny. Like comedic timing, some would say. I mean, when you think about it, maybe Pikmin could exist in that universe. Maybe it's a dark world. You don't know that. We don't know that. Anyway, Shepard, how you doing? I'm gonna stay right into your soul because I need to train my dog. My dog and me, Ochi, obviously. Aha, I've been watching you two progress. You've inspired me to create a new training course. You see, when your plucky Pikmin sprouts, I believe Ochi can help if he learns pluck. I've also had some training to beef up his dig skills so he can dig faster than ever. These are quite helpful. They will definitely save you time. The pluck skill is exactly what it sounds. If you play other Pikmin games when another captain's with you, they start plucking Pikmin with you. That is exactly what Ochi's pluck is essentially. And the other ability we got is the dig ability, which makes it so he gets faster digging speed. Which can come into handy since, obviously, as you've seen before, there are some varied objects as we play the game. Personally, I'm going to prioritize plucking because it saves time, but you can go either or. Definitely not bad. Honestly, once you get the, what do you call it? Once you get the, buff abilities, like, mostly upgraded. Keyword mostly, but no, we're not completely done yet. But once you get that mostly upgraded, I feel like then you can start looking to other things. I just highly recommend getting the buff ability first, just because it's so useful to have Ochi be able to carry literally almost anything in the game. And we get a Scrummy Bone for our trouble. Who doesn't love Scrummy Bones? Keep up the good work, and remember, no slacking. Yes, Mom. Alright, I think you said you had something new? Yeah, I've created a new item. When I developed the prototype with the materials I had on hand, you had to come see for yourself. Sure. What do you got, Russ? What do you got for me? You got a bunch of new gear. Alright, cool. So, let's start talking. We have, first of all, the Idler's Alert. Why, man, click Pikmin that have completed their task, but you can summon them with this. So yeah, the Idler's Alert is an item that will summon Pikmin. I don't think it's the entire map. I forget exactly how it works, but it's like a very wide range around you. You can just call all your Pikmin to you from a range, which can be kind of useful. Then we got the Tough Stuff, which will make it so you have more HP. Pretty simple upgrade, but definitely handy. Got tough stuff for Ochi, so he has more HP. We have the anti-electrifier, so you can only get shocked by electric enemies or electric gates. And same thing for Ochi. Kind of handy stuff. However, I am going to get the Idol's Alert first, because I think I remember this item being kind of crazy, but we'll see. And I'm honestly not going to get the tough stuff for the time being, because I kind of want the anti-element stuff first, so we're going to start saving up our gear, or material. Come back and see me if there's anything else you need. Thanks, Russ. Bye, Russ. But that being said, we've dilly-dallied long enough. This is Dandori. Let's get going. That's interesting. It's even more so as in a recently discovered area. That may be where Captain Olimar and our rescue officers are. Now, if you remember last time, we did get enough Sparkin to explore a new area if we wanted to, but as you can see, we have, like, no progress in the Blossoming Arcadia at the moment, so I kind of want to keep working on that for a little bit. But, we'll go to the so-called serene shores in very due time. But for the time being, let's get back here. Because 50% is not a big number, and I want that number to be big. Because bigger is better. I think that's what people say. And I agree with them if they say that. Let's go. Alrighty, day 2 on the job. Let's get some more progress. 50%, not a big enough number. I require more. That being said, though, before we do anything, we gotta kind of get our Pikmin out. So let's do that. And once again, this is recommend red Pikmin, so I'm just gonna go ahead and bring 20 yellows and 20 blues. And by blues, I mean light blues because they're ice. Close enough, right? Close enough. And Shippers once again saying use the survey drone, but I refuse. I'm an old school boy. We're gonna use the normal radar map. Let's take a look around here. So, let's see. A bunch of treasure over here. However, we can't get there for the time being. So, let's see what we can do. There's a treasure over here. There's a treasure over here near the other base. I think I'm gonna go take care of that. And we were working on this wall, like this little cliff over here yesterday, but we didn't quite finish it in time. So we're gonna work on that too. So honestly, let's just get going over this way. And we'll figure out the details from there. First things first. Go over here to the nice, beautiful pink gemstones. Move our base. And now let's scout the place out. If I'm not mistaken, I think we were looking for... Can I jump up here? No, I cannot. Okay, let's go the long way then, because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we're going this way. There is a Frolic over there. But I can't get it because it's over the water for the time being. Or maybe I can actually. Hold on, I might be able to figure that out. And also, a little fun fact over here. As you may remember, this enemy unfortunately took our first death of a Pikmin. But his corpse is still here. Because in this game, unlike the other Pikmin games, if you come back to an area relatively recently, the corpses are still there for you to harvest. It's not like Pikmin 1 or 2 where the enemies are just gone after you KO them and leave the area. But wait a minute. I just realized I was yapping too much to take note of it. However... It's going crazy over here. Treasure radar is going insane. Something in here. What could it be? Definitely treasure, but what is it? It's a golf ball. I guess I would hit a hole in one over here. I don't know how that would work because this is definitely bigger than the hole. But you know what? Whatever, man. If you can fit it, it works. And anyways, I'm gonna move on from that. Look at this new treasure! Oh wow, look at another treasure! But this treasure's cool because if you listen to it, it plays a song. Not just any song, but you get a nice musical box cover of the Pikmin Free title screen, which is very cool. Very pretty. Some of the treasures like have like special like things that happen when you move them. It's pretty cute. This being one of them. The first time I heard that, I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. And I still think it's cute, so you know what? Good job. Cool treasure. Definitely worth 5 billion Sparklium because it plays a Pikmin song. Right? Surely. Look at this number go up. It's gonna go crazy. Check it. 150, what a rip. Alright, well, if I were to price it, how much Sparklium it should be much more than that because, again, it's a very pretty song, which means it has infinite treasure. Infinite value to me. And you know what? Because you killed one of my Pikmin yesterday, you're gonna become you're becoming the Pikmin you've eaten. You evil, creeping Cassandra you are. And yeah, the wall we almost finished yesterday, but not quite. And while they're doing that, I wanna say there might be a... Aha! We got mushrooms. Although they look more like flowers than mushrooms. I guess they're like a hybrid. Interesting plant. Which apparently is over there, which we'll get over there when we get there. But first, for the time being, we gotta do this. What I'm gonna do here, because they brought the enemy back, I'm gonna try the Island Lord here. And we're gonna find out exactly how this works, because I don't fully remember. I think they should get called back over here, though. And would you look at that? They're all coming back from when they did the thing at the Onion. Now, it should be noted they don't come back to you exactly. They come back to where you use the alarm. So, it's not perfect. It's not gonna bring the Pikmin back to you immediately. But, like, it's pretty good. Now, there is a wall we have to climb, which means we do have to leave our guy behind, which is not great. And there's also the evil satanic duck awaiting us. So, here's my plan. We're going to use our pack. Do I want to use... You know what? Here, we'll do this instead. Hold on. We'll throw a bomb rock at him. Stay away from that guy. He's gonna try and suck him up. And there you go. Hey. Yeah, bomb rocks are extremely powerful, but obviously dangerous, so you don't want to get too crazy with them because they can harm your own Pikmin if you're not careful. In the meanwhile, while they're bringing that treasure back that he ate, how about we go deal with this wall over here? This here's an ice wall. Which, I mean, if it wasn't obvious, you'd use your ice Pikmin on it. They can get working on that in the meanwhile. And over there seems to be a cave of one of those leaflings there. So we're on a good record pace. We're on record pace right now. We're doing great. We can bring that guy back when the treasures return. And while they're doing that, I'll go ahead and use my Idler's alarm to bring them back to me. Because I think they're able to climb the wall after I do this. I'm sure they can. One thing that I do like about the ice walls you just saw there for a little bit is that it doesn't just get broken down a little bit. It gets like thinner and thinner. It's a nice little detail. Also, this looks very suspicious. I'm keeping an eye on why is it so here. It's definitely a treasure. But it's a little... Oh, it's not a treasure. It's a cave. All right, well, we found a cave. We'll go take a look at that real soon. And in the meanwhile... Our guys are back over here. Go over here. And let's not get too distracted by the other cave. Let's go take a look over here. He has the BBQ eyes. He has like the glowing BBQ eyes. I'm gonna hope someone knows what I'm talking about. Could it be one of those leaflings that Dingo was talking about? I'm pretty sure that's the one I saw. Had a bigger nose. Today, we Dandori. Tomorrow, we Dandori more. Well, we've seen this song dance before. Well, what do they do now? We gotta catch him. Let's go. Alright, Dingo, you come help me, I guess. I'll do this. We're jumping into the hookshot cannon. Or canyon. Cannon. No, we're not shooting ourselves out of a cannon. It's not a circus. And oh, that door level of 2. How horrifying. Here, we test Dandori. I love Dandori. You love Dandori? Dandori challenge number 2. Let's get it. Throw your own to Dandori. You got it, man. Alright, first things first. We gotta gather Pikmin numbers, because we got a lot of stuff to gather. We also gotta clear the way, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna take care of you. I'm gonna have you work on that. And we're gonna get plucking Pikmin in the meanwhile. Actually, this is not Dandori. We gotta help out you. Okay, there we go. We'll do this. Y'all bring these back. Bring that back. My advice when it comes to the gold pile is that since they're going to keep running back and forth to bring it back anyways, you don't really need to focus on the gold pile that much. Just have like 1 or 2 Pikmin work on it, and they'll take care of it over the course of the challenge. My personal advice in dealing with it. In the meanwhile, we're going to keep working on this wall. Go over here. I don't think you can use the Island's alarm during this challenge, can you? Oh, you can actually. Okay, I actually didn't know that. That's actually really cool. Very worth the upgrade then. Well, then we're on that wall. We're gonna go over here because this is definitely an enemy. Yep, this is a skitter leaf like we saw before. Go ahead and pick these up a little bit. Go ahead and get ourselves some nectar. And honestly, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have our Pikmin come back over here to the Idol's alarm. Now bring our gang back. There we go. We're gonna have us start digging this thing up. The treasure over here. We're getting the rest of our Pikmin that broke down the wall from the Idol's alarm. I love Dandori. I love Dandori. We gotta take care of these guys. And meanwhile, we'll take care of that. So we're gonna go ahead and pick these up. Strength with numbers. I mean, it's Dandor. You know strength with numbers. You know strength with numbers. Go ahead and pick all these guys up. There we go. And meanwhile, we got some mushrooms to take care of. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. And a giant bulb orb. Okay, we gotta be a little bit careful about that. We gotta watch ourselves. Don't really want to take that guy until our whole team's here. Yeah, I don't know why I'm saying still. However, we got some nectar here, which is actually pretty good. Okay, here's the plan. We're gonna go ahead and go to our Iris alarm to bring everybody who's not doing something over here. Thankfully, the alarm does not wake up the bulb orb. That'd be terrifying. Flower as many Pikmin as possible. Strength for numbers. Alright, we're gonna jump on Ochi. And Bulborb, prepare thy ass! Hiya! There we go. Take care of him real quick. And in the meanwhile, since we already have our whole team over here, let's take care of the Fiery Blowhawk too. Ah! Don't. Okay, that was until let's just say. Wouldn't have knocked them out or anything, but it would have been a little unfortunate. In the meanwhile, let's clear up some space. Let's work on this because you can destroy the fire geysers. And we're gonna have our yellow Pikmin work on this. There we go. Make the path forward. And now we're over here. Let's make a shortcut with this. That way we can get from back to base nice and quickly. And in the meanwhile, Ochi, you can go ahead and carry this. Let me hop off you though while you're doing that. Alright, you carry that. Now we have a shortcut back to our base, so it should be nice and quick to get through here. And the gate is demolished. Perfect. Alright, and in the meanwhile, what we're going to do is we're going to have our yellow Pikmin carry this back, because it's high up. There we go. And we have just enough yellow Pikmin to grab this jam, which honestly sounds really good right now. I could use some jam. You could say it's my jam. Bad joke. Anyways, the door. We gotta keep going. Alright, we got some anode beetles in here, which are not that threatening, but we do gotta have more yellow Pikmin before we take them on. So in the meanwhile, let's go take care of this pyroscopic slooch. Very fun name. There we go. I'm gonna have Ochi carry this back. Or, Ochi! That was a little bit of fire left. My bad, Ochi. Alright, you do that. You guys carry this back. There we go. And in the meanwhile, we do need our yellow Pikmin, so we're gonna do our idler command over here so I can get them back over here nice and quickly. And in the meanwhile, we are going to be very careful how we maneuver this. So I want more numbers, which these red Pikmin are certainly going to help us with numbers. Now there is that gate over there, which means we can't open that door until all the enemies inside this room are defeated. That's what that means. Be careful with the anode beetle. There we go. Bring our yellow Pikmin over here. Take care of one of them. And once we take care of two of them, they're no longer harmful. Take care of you. And finally take care of you. Once you take care of these guys, Ochi can also come in here. He lived on one! He's causing so much problems just by being on his own because he won't die. Okay, there we go. Alright, door's open now, nothing can go through. Ochi's back. Perfect. Alright, what are we missing? Gold still progress. Oh, there's a whole area here we haven't been to yet. Alright, let's go that way. Alright, there we go. For a second, I thought that thing was still alive and I was going to be terrified. Okay, here's the plan. We're going to dismount. Ochi can carry this on his own, so we're going to do that. I'm going to have you go. I'm getting pushed. Help! Okay, Ochi's trying to go through. There we go. Alright, and in the meanwhile, oh my god, it's a lot of gold. Okay, we got to start carrying that back immediately. That's a lot of stuff to carry back. In the meanwhile, go to the pack over here. I was alert. Also summon all the fellows over here. And because we need Ochi to go for the little pipe over there, we're gonna have these guys do this. There we go. Ochi, go over there. You're gonna carry this back over here. Alright. Now we got that out of the way. I'm going to go control Ochi. No, wrong one. Bad Ochi. Bad dog. Ouchie! 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 You silly dog! Okay, they're gonna keep working on this. Okay, we're going to switch. I clicked the wrong button. We're gonna switch to Ochi. Put him on the switch. Switch back. Okay, and we are almost good, I think. Let's see. What else are we missing? Oh, it's just the gold. Okay, it's just the gold. Okay. Team, we need to hurry. Bring that gold back home, baby. It's the gold rush, and I need all of it. And my gold rush, I mean, please, team, hurry. Oh my god, okay, that should be all of it. If I'm not mistaken, that should be a completed dungeon. I think. Alright, 5. And there you go, the platinum with 70 seconds to spare. Not bad. We could have done that a little bit better, but a platinum's a platinum, so I'm not gonna complain. And there you go. Sorry if I was going really fast during that, but that's what Dandori is, baby. And is honestly probably my favorite part about this game is probably the Dandori dungeons. I think it's really fun to optimize them. I like them a lot. Your Dandori is too good. I could never beat. As I promised, your reward, it's 30 pieces of raw material. I don't think you ever mentioned that, but I'll take it. Thanks, man. It's a good thing he gave that to us before he passed out. You did it. Come on, let's get this castaway out of here, Demon. Yeah, I love the Dandori sections a lot. They're very fun. It feels good to optimize. What can I say? I got Ochi just staring at him. Well, the leaf glow, there's no way to tell who this is, but it doesn't matter. It's our job to rescue them. We don't want them finding their way back inside that cave. Let's keep the lid closed as a precaution. Fair enough. And we got our team back and ready, so we're good to go. And in the meanwhile, y'all can carry that guy back. And wait a minute. We have the core Pikmin. Wait a minute, hold on. We go to pack. Go to our handy dandy camera. Say cheese! Aw, yeah, look at him go. He driving the bus. There we go. That should keep Dingo happy a little bit. In the meanwhile, let's keep going over this way because we're gonna wait a second for them to actually put the captain back into the, not the captain, but the guy back into the base. But I think I know where we're going next. The moment they're done over there. And he did. There you go. Whoa! I forgot you can even move the camera during this. Whoa! 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 Maybe Russ will have more success getting their ID information. Looks to be the same. Huh? Huh? This means that when someone becomes a leaf plague, their biometric authentication data becomes unreadable. Even science is able to solve this problem, and I'm afraid I'm at a loss. Fair enough. In the meanwhile, we're gonna jump in here. Oh dear! Kingdom of Beasts. If you see that enemy on that picture, you know why I said oh dear. Many times the Bulbacks have settled in this cave. Perhaps they're building our empire. To them, I'm just a foreign invader that must be eradicated. If the danger becomes avoidable, I'll need to rely on some of the items I brought with me. So, yeah, this here is the Kingdom of Beasts. Which, if you may have noticed, has a running theme. Bulborb. Which is also a callback to Pikmin 2, because we had the Bulbac's Kingdom. So, or the whole beast. It's kind of a fusion of both. That said, though, we should, I think, be okay to take this on. That said, the red Pikmin do more damage than your average Pikmin, so I completely agree with them. I'm telling us to bring only red Pikmin. We need firepower going into this, because that enemy we saw in the cover there is, quite terrifying. Kingdom of Beasts, sub-level 1. Let's do it. As you can see already, we got more Bulborbs and also red Pikmin in here, which thankfully means more numbers for us. I'm sure they'll be fine while I'm exploring the area. They'll be fine. Gonna break down this wall real quick. But as you can see over there, thankfully, the enemies can't KO Pikmin until you've actually recruited them. So, they're just fighting for no reason. They'll be fine. No need to hurry. Or as Don would say, no need to worry. So before we take on this ball board, we kind of want to clear this fire in case we need Ochi to get over there. That's fine. I was worried you guys were going to go attack the ball board, so I want to keep an eye on you. No, I saw that. You guys are trying to sabotage this. I see that. In the meanwhile, though, you may be a ball board, but nothing is stronger than Ochi's charge! With 40 red Pikmin. Yeah, goodbye. Not bad, not bad. Hey, more red Pikmin in here. Get the pluck in, and thankfully Ochi can now help us with our new upgrade, which is kind of helpful. Pop this out of the way. Bring back that croissant. Actually, it's not really a croissant. It's kind of just a nice loaf of bread. Actually, no, it's a croissant, right? Croissants don't have to be curved. It can be a croissant. I think. I might be making that up. Lots of fire on this floor. That Scorch Guard would have been kind of helpful. I'm not going to lie to you. Ochi would have been immune to all the fire in here, but I just don't have it yet. Thankfully, he's still distracted by those guys, so we're going to take our time in getting this treasure. And what is on this picture? What is that? Oh, so why do they keep pausing? It's like they're... Interesting. It looks like they're like terrified of the bow board. That was weird. What is on this painting? I actually can't make it out. You know what? Hold on. The handy dandy camera. Maybe I can solve this mystery. Camera go. What do we got? I have no idea what that is. Okay, well then go ahead and bring that back. We're going to... I could take it on normally, however, Ochi's headbutt is kind of dummy strong, so I think it's dead. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I don't know if you just saw that, but when you find the core Pikmin, they actually joined you. I completely forgot to mention that. As you can see, it's kind of hard to see from here, but he's in there. That bus Pikmin we found is actually in there, I promise. In the meanwhile, though, bus Pikmin, run your bus into him. There we go. Yeah, Ochi's headbutt, it's a little overpowered, honestly, in my opinion. It's a little too strong, but, I mean, I'm not gonna complain. We can start working on that. We can start building this back. And as you can see, the treasure radar is currently gray, so we're all good to go to the next floor. So now we're just waiting. I think we can fit that material through there. And honestly, we don't really need to bring the ball board back. We got plenty of sparkling already. We're good. There we go. We'll wait for them to finish that, and then we'll jump on it. And that should be good. All right. Floor number 2. Not bad so far, but those are only normal ball boards. We're in a hole of beasts, or kingdom of beasts, I should say. So, you know. Things could escalate. And they already are, because there's an enemy over there I am not fond of. Let's take a look around here, shall we? This here is the Dwarf Orange Ball Board, but also more importantly, there are some interesting looking Pikmin over there. So these guys are basically the exact same as Dwarf Ball Board. It's their parents that are different. Oh boy! Freaking mites! Nice jump scare, buddy. You got me. How about we go help out our undiscovered Pikmin friends over here and call them to our side? Because this here is one of my favorite kinds of Pikmin, the Rock Pikmin. Could these be Pikmin 2? No, Cole, this is Pikmin 4, actually. Sorry, I had to say it. There's no way these were mentioned in the Voyage log. Except they were. Rock Pikmin. Ah, the hard, rocky Rock Pikmin. They break crystal walls with their stout bodies and tough headbutts, surviving being stepped on and can't be pierced by needles. Despite their sturdiness, they can still be crushed on hard surfaces or by some creature's teeth. So they're hard as rocks, huh? Now I really look at them, I see how you can easily mistake this Pikmin for a basic stone. But yeah, introducing Pikmin 3, this is the Rock Pikmin. The Rock Pikmin are pretty cool, as Olimar just mentioned. They are immune to being crushed by enemies and also have a very powerful headbutt. They do more damage when thrown onto Pikmin. The downside is that they don't really latch on to enemies, they just like bounce off them, but in return, they hit pretty hard. And they also, as you can see, break glass, which no other Pikmin can do. Pretty cool Pikmin. I am quite fond of the rock Pikmin. They're probably my top 3 favorite Pikmin. I do like them quite a bit. They're very fun to use. But more importantly, we got some paint. We can go ahead and bring that back, and in the meanwhile, we're gonna scout the floor out. Because we have more rock Pikmin. Headbutt, go! As you can see, though, they also don't really crush their enemies like the red Pikmin do, so dwarf bulbworms like that will actually survive a rock Pikmin attack. But I kind of like that the rock Pikmin have, like, legitimate upsides and downsides to them. Like, it doesn't feel like they're just, like, super powerful. It's nice. In the meanwhile, though, we're gonna follow these guys. I'm a little nervous about where they're going. So the base is right here, so it's fine. Alright, that's good. Let's make a shortcut through here while they're doing that. There we go. Whenever you break glass walls, they tend to drop material too, which is kind of nice. So if you want a good way to get material, look out for glass walls. But before we talk more about that, this guy over here is quite evilly placed, because this here is the orange bulborb. If you look closely, you can see his eyes are actually open, even though he looks to be sleeping. And this is because the orange bulborb is unique, where it's actually very easy for it to detect Pikmin in its vicinity. So unlike the normal bulborb, it like wakes up very quickly. So we want to get this guy to do it really quickly. Charge! I almost ate Pikmin just like that. Like, it attacks very fast, so you have to be very careful. I know you almost got my Pikmin just like that. Also, the radar is going a little crazy here. I think there's something underground. Aha, right here. Apparently it's something very big, because oh my god, they're digging all over the place. Okay, it's a vegetable, I think? It's definitely a food of some kind, but I don't know what food this is. Very interesting. In the meanwhile, we're doing that. I think it's the last treasure of the floor, so how about in the meanwhile? Pick up our materials for the future, because we're definitely going to need them. I know I already have over 100. I know some people are going to say I'm hoarding. However, consider this. Shush. Pick those up. And then, you. Perfect. And all material gathered, and I think it's about time we hit the next room, shall we? It's all good here. We almost lost a Pikmin on that floor. That was kind of scary. Like I said, the orange bulborb, a little scary. However, if that picture at the front is anything to warn familiar Pikmin players, that was not even close to the worst thing in this dungeon. And we might be seeing it on this floor. Never mind. We have something else. Oh, there must be a castaway nearby. There is, however, a familiar face. A rather large face. Unfortunately, there's a door, so we can't get through without fighting this thing. It's a new creature. Only one thing to do, then. Charge! This here is Empress Bulblax, who got murdered nearly immediately. Run! So yeah, she attacks your Pikmin by trying to roll over them. Thankfully, though, the rock Pikmin are completely immune to her. So rock Pikmin completely destroyed this fight. Yeah, so the red Pikmin and the rock Pikmin kind of murdered her. This was technically our first boss fight, but yeah. Unfortunately for her, we have rock Pikmin. Now, she originally comes from Pikmin 2, and in Pikmin 2, there were no rock Pikmin, which means you were completely vulnerable to getting crushed by her, and honestly, I kind of got lucky. If she rolled the other way when I attacked her the way I did, I could have lost all my Pikmin, because getting crushed is an insta-kill. But anyways, speedrun. What does ID Bench say? Petunia. Oh, she's kind of cute. Highly focused on intelligence. She joined the team to investigate mysterious creatures through her unconventional methods. Sounds like the perfect person to be here. To investigate mysterious creatures. She must have come to study the Pikmin and other usual wildlife here. Yeah, it sounds about right. Doesn't mean one thing going to keep that going on, but yeah, believe it or not, she's actually not the full dungeon boss because this was only a midway point. So if you're a little concerned about that being like the whole boss and like it was a little too quick, don't worry, we're not done here yet. That was a first taste test, you could say. Also got like some poker chips or something. Anyone feel like royal flush? Anyone feel like going all in? I don't play poker. I'm just saying random words. I'm hope I sound normal. I've never played poker in my life. I've had people offer to teach me, but I just never have. But I'm sure I sound normal enough, right, guys? In the meanwhile, next floor. Apparently we're halfway through, so not bad. We're making good progress. And hey, another new kind of bulb over there. All right, a familiar face. And by familiar, I mean unfamiliar. Because that over there is a new enemy. That there is the Whip-Tongue Bulborb, who looks pretty normal for the time being. However, you'll understand for his namesake for a reason soon enough. In the meanwhile, what do we got over here? We got ourselves a clipboard of some kind, which we can't go over. Keep that in mind for later. We got some fire as well. Obviously, be careful if you're rock picking around fire. Ah, there, you can see it there. Look at that. It's our decor pick. He's with us. Beautiful. Meanwhile, actually, no, this is a bad idea. We can't climb the cliff with the gold, so let's not do that for the time being. Let's clear the way first. We got more rock picking fighting that guy over there. And you know what that means? It's time for our good old strategy. Headbutt! Ugh! Oh, he actually almost got some of my Pikmin. You heard them cry out. Oh, yeah. So the Whip-Tongue Bulborb's gimmick is that it has a big tongue that can suck Pikmin in from far away. And I throw a rock Pikmin at fire. What am I doing? Come on. Don't worry, Colin. I already did it. I wonder what happens if I charge with Ochi. Has anything changed? Not really. All right. Oh, the rock picker got that covered. Nice and easy. And in the meanwhile, I don't think we can actually bring any of our stuff back until we find a way through. So how about instead of doing that for the time being, we just match Ochi. We switch to Ochi. And go through the tunnel. What's through the cave, I wonder? Another button. Alright, cool. Lower the gate, switch on over. Cool. Then the gates are gone, we can move that out of the way if we want to, but more importantly, we should also make way for this. Although this is terrifying, there's water like right down there. I would not trust myself with this, but the Pikmin are quite brave. What can be said? And with that out of the way, now we should be able to get through no problem. So go ahead and pull all this guy, bring all this back, bring everything back. Including the duck. Little squeaky. And now we can bring all this back. There we go. Making good progress. I don't think... wait a minute, because we lowered the gates and go from here now. Alright, now for a proper fight with a Wing-Tongue Bulborb, or Whip-Tongue Bulborb. Just to show off how this thing works, however, if you go near it, it scratches its head and doesn't pay attention to you. Okay, hold on. I do want to show off how this thing works, though, before we go fight it proper. Got some Bulborb larvae as well. They're basically dwarf Bulborbs, just not without their color yet. However, there's his tongue. I do like the Whip-Tongue Bulborb. He's a goofy little guy. A dubious creature indeed. That said, though, we don't have Ochi to headbutt this guy because he has to hold the gate down, so we're gonna have to wait for a good time to strike, I think. I'll wait for him to turn around if I can help it. Any day now. Alright, good enough. Short! Also, make sure you can't hit the babies while they're nearby. Also, leave their Pikmin like that. Yep. Okay, we are... Oh god, oh god, oh god. Kill him! Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you, the babies being around made that way harder. Unfortunately, we lost a Pikmin. Alright, we probably could have handled that better. Maybe I should use my red potion on that, because that was a little bit of a dubious encounter. However, he's dead now, so it's fine. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna do a little bit of Dandoring. Leave our Pikmin to go carry all that back. There we go. If I'm not mistaken, I think that should be the final treasure. Right? Or maybe not. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, no, there it goes. It just took a second. All right, cool. All good. But yeah, Whipped on Bulborb, not the nastiest creature, but definitely a friend if you're not careful. Like I was right there. Sub level 5. All right. Oh dear God, there it is. That enemy over there is the Bulbear. And as you can see, it's a roaming Bulborb that will hunt you down as you move around the floor. It never sleeps, it's constantly moving. And it's always followed by some babies. Obviously, you know, the dwarf Bulbears. Which, adds to the challenge. This thing is quite a scary enemy, so be very careful as you're moving around the floor. If it catches you by surprise, it is very nasty. Also, why is it... Ah, wait a minute. That's why I was moving. There's more stuff in here. Perfect. Alright. In the meanwhile, let's keep looking around. He's looping around. Let's see if we can get him from behind, hopefully. Because ideally, we take out the babies before we take on him. We'll also switch over here for some reason. Alright, let's keep an eye on that. Not bad. Hey! Where'd you come from? The heaven calls, and it summoned me a baby dwarf Bulbear. How horrible. You get some more of our rock Pikmin for our cause. And now we're gonna keep an eye on this guy. Unfortunately, until we get... Ooh, a flint beetle. That's a flint beetle. This guy over here is a horde of good rewards. You can hit him over the head. He will drop you tons of material and stuff. It's got like a little bonus for hunting him down. It's a surprise, but it's a very welcome one. That being said, though, let's ignore this for the time being because I would like to take care of this Bulbear if I can help it. So I'm not gonna use the switch yet because I want to make sure Ochi's here with me for whenever we fight this guy. Now, where is he? Okay, there he is. We found him. And honestly, when it comes to a Bulbear, I will use my red potion. I probably should use this against the other enemy, but we're not making the same mistake twice. So here's the plan: we're gonna go ahead and take care of his babies. He's a really bad day. He didn't pay attention. And meanwhile, charge! There we go. Yeah, Ochi's headbutt is like the best. If you ever need to take care of a big enemy, Ochi's headbutt is like insanely strong. Now, thankfully, you may have noticed something if you're a Pikmin 2 player. He does not recover HP when he's knocked out. In the older games, especially Pikmin 2, when you knocked him out, he would start gradually recovering HP as he was knocked out. He would revive himself from the dead. So you had to take him back to base as soon as possible. That being said, though, in this game, he does not do that anymore. So, you know, it's not as terrifying, but, you know, it's appreciated. Also, why... Ochi, you wanna... Oh, I'm stupid. I was clicking the wrong button. I was like, why is Ochi not jumping? Sometimes, I amaze even myself in my stupidity. In the meanwhile, we can go ahead and bring this all back. I don't know. Do I have enough Pikmin to carry this back? I don't even know. I don't think I do. I sure don't. Okay, we'll have to make a second trip then. Well, we are farming some materials, so it's all it's going along pretty good. It's going pretty good. I don't think we need to keep the game up anymore. We can probably move Ochi now. Oh, it doesn't state it. I forgot about that, actually. Okay, I literally forgot about that. See, this is the beauty about playing a game like this. Like, after a while, I get surprised. Even though I'm technically let's playing the game. You know, it's an experience for both of us. In the meanwhile, I'll have you guys go bring these all back. And... should be all the stuff, I think. I don't know why I'm sounding so high-pitched all of a sudden. It sure is. Alright, we're good to go. And if my math can math, if 50% was on the... Okay, I am back. Sorry about that, folks. I got a phone call I had to take. We're here on the final floor. Castaway nearby, apparently. Makes sense. But also a giant door with two weird-looking things in the middle with the number 2 on the door. I think you know what that could potentially mean. If you played Pikmin games before, these things should look quite familiar to you. I'm gonna sneak around the room really quickly. We're not gonna go in there immediately. However, I do want to grab these. Never mind, it was nectar and material. Not the most useful, but I was hoping for a potion. In the meanwhile, now we got that out of the way. There's only one thing we can do if we want to move forward. Awaken the beast! Meet Emperor Bulblax! And say goodbye to him. Because, he was the final boss of Pikmin 1, but he's been drastically nerfed, and he's, very low HP for some reason. I don't know why he's so fragile in this game, but he sure is. He's also sniffing his other Emperor. What is he doing? He's, looking at the door now. What is he doing? He's like, what? He's like, what? Who woke me up? What's going on here? Yeah, the best way to take this guy on is to look for his face and try to tackle him in the face. It's a little, you have to be a little brave for it, but you want to tackle him head on. Because if you do so much damage to him with that, you kill him before he gets to finish his lick attack. But, yeah, Emperor Bulblax, not so much an emperor anymore, more like, you know, a guy. Guy Bulblax. Yeah, I don't know why they nerfed this piece so much. But, he's pretty fragile now. Which is why they make you fight 2 of them at the same time. But as you can see, if you're smart about it, you can just take him on 1-on-1. And, yeah, he's not that threatening anymore. I know who this is. It's Yanni! A doctor who lives for discovering and solving unusual cases. He jumps at every chance to test his experimental medicines. Alright, we found another rescue officer. Yanni is a talented doctor with a wealth of knowledge. With his skills, we can treat any injury or illness that comes our way. I bet he can even do something about the leafling castaways. It means our pilot is the only one left of us still missing. Pretty important person, but at least we got most of the crew together now. Not bad at all. We're just looking for Bernard now. Pretty cool. But, yeah, Emperor Bulblax. I was gonna wait till we fought this boss to actually talking about this, but a common complaint for Pikmin 4 is that the game's a little bit too easy, and as you can see, with the Ochi headbutt, you do kind of murder bosses really quickly. And part of me kind of wanted to play on the hard mode for this Let's Play, but at the same time, I also wanted to kind of show what the average, like, Pikmin 4 playthrough would look like to people. But, I definitely plan to play the hard mode sometime soon, and honestly, I might do it on a live stream at some point, so yeah, if you are interested in seeing me play, like, the harder version of Pikmin 4, be around for that. But, it is a bit of a complaint with this game, and honestly, I do kind of agree that some of the bosses are a little bit too easy. I think the game makes up for it for how fun it is, like, just in general as a Pikmin game, because Pikmin is very fun. But, you do kind of blow enemies up a little bit too fast, in my opinion. Unfortunately, this cliff is, a challenge. However, it's not a challenge for Ochi in the water. Although we do have to be a little bit careful though, because we do, you know, we gotta get rid of these things first. So don't fall off, Red Pikmin. All right, good work. I almost shut them off the cliff. That would have been horrible. In the meanwhile, we can go ahead and have them carry this thing over here. This, I think it's a Buddha statue. Pardon me, I'm not very cultured. When I look at this thing, I think of Akihabara from Persona 5, or just Persona in general, you know. The guy who reflects physical. But, yeah. Should be only treasure left on the floor. Got ourselves one of our teammates back. Got our treasure. Took care of 2 Emperor Bulblaxes, who, didn't put up much of a fight, because, like I said, they really lowered his HP like crazy. I don't know why his HP is set so low in this game. But, yeah. That being said, our time here in the dungeon, wait for it, is over. So that being said, time to leave. With our newfound rock Pikmin in hand. Not bad. Get ourselves 2 castaways, which means 2 pup drive. Get ourselves tons of treasure, like a load. Look at that. Oh my god. Ooh, yummier. And we almost made it through pretty good. Unfortunately, that with Tumboborb, I got a little cocky versus. So, yeah. Look at me talking about how easy this game is, and I lose Pikmin in the same dungeon. Look at me. Look, I'm a fraud. I'm a sham. My Dandoria is terrible. But with that being said, we have dilly-dallied long enough in this dungeon, and truthfully, if you're told, this episode has gone on long enough. So that being said, next time on Pikmin 4, we'll continue our exploration of the above-ground surface with the help of our brand new rock Pikmin. So that being said, thank you guys for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time for some more Pikmin 4.